This is the story of the X-Men movies in 3 minutes. Let's begin. Since the dawn of time, 2 species reign over the Earth: humans and mutants. Mutants are beings genetically modified, many times through no fault of their own, to develop some sort of evolutionary advantage over humans. Mutants throughout time and history hide their powers from the public. During World War II, a mutant named Eric Lenshair is captured by the Nazis and forced to display his powers to save his mother's life. He fails, and is sent to a concentration camp by Sebastian Shaw and is released at the end of the war. In England, telekinetic mutant Charles Xavier's family adopts shapeshifter Mystique into their family. Charles and Eric grow up, each adopting a different philosophy on how to live among humans. Eric wishes to punish humans for their inferiority, but I kinda see where he's coming from, while Charles wishes to live among them in peace. The two meet and form the first version of the X-Men. They team up with the CIA to stop Shaw from inciting nuclear war. Oh, thank God. Eric kills Shaw and becomes Magneto. Charles is paralyzed in battle and goes on to open Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, a boarding school for mutants. Kinda like a gross Hogwarts. Years later, Mystique assassinates Bolivar Trask, inciting mass panic among humans. The government begins legislation against mutant kind, while Trask's company continues work on their mutant-killing robots, the Sentinels. As years pass, Charles creates newer and bigger teams of the X-Men to fight the growing threat of Magneto and his henchmen. He hires Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Storm to lead his major faction of the X-Men. Magneto enacts a plan to turn the world's population into unstable mutants, but the X-Men stop him. A new threat from Wolverine's past arises and calls for the X-Men to jump back into action. Wolverine finds and targets the man responsible for his mutation and murders him. However, Jean Grey is killed. While mourning Jean Grey's death, mankind finds a cure for mutants. Mutants around the world begin to line up to receive the cure so they can live as normal humans in society. Professor X and the X-Men take a moral stance against the cure. Magneto does too, but with a bit more murderous ambition. Jean Grey is resurrected, but as the celestial deity known as the Phoenix. She is recruited by Magneto and goes on to murder Cyclops and Charles. Magneto recruits other mutants angered by the cure and controls an army he then uses to attack the island where the cure is being manufactured. In the battle, Wolverine is forced to kill Jean Grey. The X-Men continue under new leadership for years. Professor X is resurrected in a new body because death doesn't mean anything, and Trask Industries launches its new Sentinel program to kill and capture mutants. Magneto and Charles concoct a plan to send Wolverine back in time so he can stop Mystique's assassination of Bolivar Trask and change the timeline so mutants do not go extinct. Wolverine travels back in time, teams up with the younger versions of the X-Men, and stops Mystique from killing Trask. With the timeline altered, Wolverine wakes back up in the future, where both Cyclops and Jean Grey were never killed. Yay! That's X-Men in 3. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I don't really know all that much about the X-Men, I'm not gonna lie. I was more of a kind of Marvel guy myself. I guess they are Marvel, so now I sound really stupid, so I'm just gonna end it here. So